Going along down that river, they told me it was an awful fast river. Of course, I didn't know. I didn't care much. But I wasn't thinking about that at all. I wanted to get over to them beautiful mountains I'd seen. I wanted to get into that country that I wanted for mine. It was just, I just didn't want to leave. And, of course, when I lost my outfit, I was sure was going to have to, and I was awful sick. But now I had my outfit again, and boy, I was raring to go. And so I decided I'd go down the river in my canvas boat, and I figured I'd get by that easier than anything else. So I loaded up and I started. Well, I'll tell you now, that river was a fast one. I was about 45 miles, I figured, or 50, maybe 50 from Valdez. Well, it was supposed to be 90 to Copper Center. So I only had 35 or 40 miles. But down that river, I'll tell you, I dodged rocks. I come within inches 100 times, I think. That is just about a wilder river as you want a boat with that much outfit, I'll tell you that. But I was so excited and decided missing rocks and really enjoying the trip and in an exciting way. And finally the river commenced to smooth out a little bit, and I decided that I was just tired enough and pulled ashore. No snow, it was just plumb. Snow was all gone. By that time it was around early in May. And here I'd left 20 feet of snow on the Valdez side, and here it was all bare. Well, I pulled my boat up and started to make camp, and here was robins a-chirping and a crocus. Gee, they have more pretty crocus there. They're all 2 inches across, and there will be 20 sometimes in one bunch. They are beautiful things. And that spruce trees, I've never seen anything like it. Tall, white things, gee, it's beautiful timber. Well, I was just in the seventh heaven. That's all there was to it. I was just, I made camp, and I stayed all night, and I said, well, this is really just something. And I figured I had about 10 or 12 miles yet to go. And so next morning, I got up and leisurely loaded my boat and got my outfit in it and pulled out from the bank. The river was quite fast, but not rapids at all, like I'd been coming over. And I hadn't gone a quarter of a mile, fairly close to the bank. Of course, we learned better than them things after a while. We learned to get in the middle of the river. But here was a sweeper, one of them long spruce, had washed out at the roots and laying right across the river, pretty near halfway. Well, I just didn't have a chance on earth. I just bound to hit it, and I knew I was going to hit it. I couldn't do nothing about it. I like to pull my head off trying to stop the boat, but I couldn't. Well, I hit the sweeper upside down and me in the water. Well, I hung on to the sweeper and waded ashore. It wasn't deep. I was pretty close to the bank and didn't hit me more in the waist. I waded ashore and looked at that old boat going upside down the river. Well, here I was, absolutely without a thing on earth but my two big fists. Well, the country, I'd got out of the mountains, and the country was seemed to be quite flat below, but it was high clay banks. Clay banks of probably 100 feet on either side. Ravines, of course, coming into it. And I sat there and mourned my loss for a while, and I said, well, guess this won't work. But I just decided to climb up that bank and take a look to see, just another look at the country before I went back. And I got up on top of the bank, and across the river and below me, about 2 miles, I could see Copper Center. There was a cabin there. There was quite a bit of activity. And, boy, here I was within 2 miles of Copper Center. Well, I just decided I'd go down, so I did. I was on the wrong side of the river, of course. I got down there, and the fellow come over and got me in his boat. Everybody was accommodating in those days. Everybody ready to do something about you. I told this fellow my troubles. Well, he said hundreds of them have done that. He said there's been an awful lot of outfit wrecked in that river. He said, you ain't the only one. Well, there I was just with my two big fists. No bed, no nothing. And this nights was a little chilly. And I run into an Indian, and he had a rabbit skin robe. Now, they made a rabbit skin robe there. They didn't tan their hides, only very little. I think they washed them, was just about all they done in soap or something. I don't know how they tan them, but they was clean. Then they'd string 'em on a thong, and then they would just weed 'em. And boy, they made a honey of a bed, and you could take hold of one corner of it and stretch it. It is about 7 feet long and about 8 feet wide. And he offered me that for $5, and boy, I took it, I'll tell you that.